This is day 13 of the Beginner Spoken Hindi series. In the previous lesson, we started learning how Hindi verbs work and we looked at the habitual present tense, the form used for habits and things that usually happen, like I sing, I dance, I eat. Alright? If you haven't watched day 12 yet, I suggest starting there first because today's lesson builds directly on it and day 12 is much more detailed. Today we continue with the habitual past tense, which uses a very similar structure. So the habitual past describes past habits or repeated actions. For example, I used to study Hindi. She used to drink tea. We used to live there. These are habits that were past habits. In English, this is often expressed with used to. Hindi forms this tense by adding to the verb root the same habitual verb form as the present tense, ta, ti, te, and then adding the appropriate form of to be, tha, thi, the. So this is the basic structure of this tense. Subject, verb root plus ending ta, ti, te, plus tha, thi or the. So you notice that it's almost the same pattern as the present tense. Only the last word has changed. Right? In the present tense, it was hai, ho, hu and hain. Here it is tha, thi, the. Now please note that this is a general structure and there are exceptional cases as well. But we won't be covering them today. We'll talk about them at a later date. So just like present tense, the habitual marker or the ending ta is used for the male singular. Right? So if it's just one person, subject is singular and the subject is a male, right? So you will use ta. This could be a living subject or a non-living thing, right? Because you know by now that Hindi has genders for objects as well. So the subject could be a non-living thing also, but as long as it's singular and it is male, you will be using ta, right? Ti is used for both a female singular as well as specifically an all-female plural. So you have one person and she's a female, right? So you will use ti. Or if it's a group and you're specifying that it's an all-female group, then also it will be ti. And then again, same thing is objects, right? So if you have an object, a bunch of objects which are female. So for instance, you have the word nadi, which means river. River is female in Hindi, right? So when you have the plural form nadiyan, so then that becomes a female plural. So when you say nadiyan, you will use ti for the ending of the verb. Alright? Then you have te. Te is used for a plural where the group is either all male or it is a mixed gender group or you simply don't want to specify what the gender is, right? So it's a common thing. If you're just using a common plural, then it would be te. It is also used with the pronouns tum and aap or the grammatical plural to show respect, right? This also we've seen multiple times that tum and aap are considered plural even if they're used for singular. So you use te even when it is tum and aap and a singular. For the verb to be or hai, the form will now depend on the gender and the number of the subject. If you remember, in the present tense, this depended on the point of view and the number, right? So the hai, hu, hai, all of those things, they depended on the point of view. Who is speaking? Is it first person, second person, third person? And whether it's singular or plural. Here, the point of view does not matter. Here, it will only be the gender and the number that will dictate whether it's tha, thi or the. And for these, the rules are same as above for the ta, ti, te, right? So tha is used for a subject that is male and singular. So main tha, tu tha, John tha. The is for plural where the group is either male, it's a mixed gender group, or you don't want to specify. So it will be hum, the, students, the, teachers, the. The is also used with pronouns tum and aap, even when they're used for singular subject, just like in the marker that we just saw. So tum the, aap the. These are considered as grammatical plurals. Then थी is for female and singular. So मैं थी, Lizzie थी. And थी is also used when it is a specifically all female group. हम थी, लड़कियां थी. And again, if it's a non-living thing which is female, so नदियां, example again. So नदियां थी, right? If you're using तुम and आप for singular, but the subject is a female, right? So if you're saying तुम to a girl, so then you will again say तुम थी, right? So तुम थी. थी is used when it is a known female, alright? Let's look at some examples. मैं हिंदी पढ़ता था. I used to study Hindi. The speaker here is masculine, so we've used the ending ta, and at the end we've added tha because he is masculine and singular. मैं हिंदी पढ़ता था. For a feminine speaker, this would be मैं हिंदी पढ़ती थी. I used to study Hindi. मैं हिंदी पढ़ती थी. If it's a group, it will be हम हिंदी पढ़ते थे. We used to study Hindi. हम हिंदी पढ़ते थे. For an all-female group, हम हिंदी पढ़ती थी. We used to study Hindi. ये हर महीने चिट्ठी लिखता था. He used to write a letter every month. ये हर महीने चिट्ठी लिखता था. ये is he, हर is every, महीने means month, चिट्ठी is letter, लिखता था means used to write. So he used to write a letter every month. ये हर महीने चिट्ठी लिखता था. वो गाने सुनते थे. They used to listen to songs. वो गाने सुनते थे. गाने over here means songs. Then समीर क्रिकेट खेलता था. समीर used to play cricket. खेलता था means used to play, and Sameer is a guy's name. So समीर क्रिकेट खेलता था. हम लड़कियां 8 बजे खाती थी. We girls used to eat at 8 o'clock. Right? हम लड़कियां, we girls, 8 बजे 8 o'clock खाती थी. Used to eat. हम लड़कियां 8 बजे खाती थी. Then तुम चाय पीते थे. You used to drink tea. तुम चाय पीते थे. Now what if the subject is a non-living thing? As I said, by now you are aware that in Hindi all objects have a gender, right? So let's see a few examples of those as well. सर्दियों में यहाँ बर्फ गिरती थी. It used to snow here in the winters. सर्दियों means winters, so सर्दियों में means in the winters. यहाँ is here. बर्फ is snow. गिरती थी is used to fall. It used to snow here in the winters. गिरती थी means used to fall. So it used to snow here, or the snow used to fall here in the winters. Now baraf is a feminine noun, right? Which is why we have गिरती and थी. So सर्दियों में यहाँ बर्फ गिरती थी. Next, छत से पानी गिरता था. छत means ceiling. पानी means water. Water used to fall from the ceiling, right? Or basically the ceiling used to leak. That's what this means. छत से पानी गिरता था. पानी means water is a masculine noun, right? So it is गिरता था. Pani or water is the subject because that is what's doing the action, right? That water is falling. So छत से पानी गिरता था. Last one, फूल खिलते थे. Flowers used to bloom. Phool is flowers. Actually, phool is used for both one flower and multiple flowers. It has the same form in both, singular and plural. Because khilte is used, then you know that the phool that is used here is, it's a plural form. So, phool khilte the. Flowers used to bloom. If you were to, make it a singular sentence, then it would become phool khilta tha, because phool is a male word. But here it is phool khilte the. Great. Okay, we are almost done. Here are a few practice questions for you. Just try forming these sentences in Hindi and don't forget to leave your replies in the comment section. I'd love it if you would actually try them out. So, I used to eat chicken, we used to play football, she used to study every day, and we girls used to go to the market. And that was habitual past tense. So we've covered habitual present and now past. The next one will be about future tense. If you found this lesson helpful, please don't forget to like the video. And if you're learning Hindi step by step with this series, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.